All right, we're at part five, ending this with a little WWE Network talk. First off, there's a new logo going around. Mike, you said you're not a big fan of it. I'm
Totally
personally
not.
kind of a fan of it. I think I would switch it up a little bit, but overall, I think it's okay. Dace, have you seen this new logo yet?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. If Zack Ryder was smart, he'd throw another W on there and just claim it for his own.
You
It
know,
looks like something that should be at a barbecue, like a little skewer or something.
that's the only thing that I'm a little bit against. I mean, it looks a little too. I don't know a way to word this. Maybe,
Sharp.
yeah, I guess so. A little bit too sharp.
I
Uh,
feel like it's gonna kill me.
But I like how it's not the scratch logo anymore. I really wish that they would just go back to the original WWF logo and add one more notch at the bottom of it to make an A.
Yeah, definitely.
I've been saying for a while that with this WWE Universe thing that they do, that I think that they really missed the boat by capitalizing on how WWE is so close to the word we. And you could just do something with that. I don't know, but they're clearly not going in that
We are
direction.
WWE Universe.
Something like that, WWE or some crap like that. I'm not a PR person, so I don't know. Uh, but as far as the logo goes, I think that they could have done worse. But when it comes to the programming,
God.
now we're getting some more shows that they're throwing out here, and there's really only three shows that they're talking about. One of them, and then they're just variations of the same three concepts. One of them is to travel around with Stone Cold Steve Austin and have him talk about beer. I do not give a shit. Not only
I
do I
swear
not
I saw like
drink,
tons of beer shows before.
not only do I
Um,
not drink, but at the same time, I don't care. Even when I see these commercials on TV for, Sam Adams, oh, they brew this type of a thing. If I wanted to watch that shit, I would have watched it when they do History Channel modern marvels of this kind of crap. And I don't want to watch Austin just walk up to a pub, drink a couple beers, smash them against each other, and then leave over and over and over
it'd be
again.
nice if you like stunned the bartender on his way out.
Right. Even that. I mean, that's all he does is walk in, drink, stun, leave, get paycheck.
Yeah, he does it on Monday Night Raw all the time. So
One
what's
of
the difference?
one of the other ones is Mick Foley traveling across the country, or I guess the world, or wherever they would end up doing, with amusement parks. Again, I don't care. I love Foley, but I don't care about him going on amusement park rides. I would want to go on the amusement park rides. I don't want to watch somebody else do it.
I think you should shove socks down the mascot's throats. Then I'd watch.
And then they got a show that they're potentially coming out with following Big Show around to figure out what the life of the Big Show is like. Now, I watched the Big Show documentary and I thought that it was interesting, but I don't want to watch a whole show about that.
I'd
I
like to
think
see
it's
him
more
try to
so a cooking show, isn't it? Like his girlfriend's supposed to be, or his wife is supposed to be cooking for him, and you find out what kind of meals he eats, which
Even
I
then,
don't
I mean,
enjoy.
I
Like
could watch the Food Network, and I don't watch the Food Network except for that one
bow to
chick. She was
Buddha
pretty hot.
giants.
Then we've got another Mick Foley one. Now, this one is actually one of the only ones that I'm into. It's Foley hosting a show of the quote unquote oh my god moments in wrestling history. All the things like his fall off the Hell in a Cell, different high stakes moves that people have done, crazy crap that's going on like that. I'm actually in support of this because I think that they could film quite easily these type of things that they've done before with different DVDs and everything like that, and use their old stock footage to make it so it's not a costly show that they can be running. So they won't really run into a problem with that. And I'd like to see some recaps and some interviews of what has gone on backstage when he gets hit in the head with 11 chair shots and such and such.
Yeah, I enjoyed the OMG DVD. If they could just elaborate more on the moments per episode, maybe two instead of 50 in a 2 hour span, I think you could draw a good series out of it.
Yeah, they've got a lot more stock footage as well, so they can literally just drag it on as long as they want to. And the thing about the WWE Network that I don't understand is where's all the wrestling? Why do they need to make all these crappy little shows that no one's going to watch? You've got to justify paying your $10 just for this network to actually be running. So, if they're going to make useless programming that no one's going to see, like Austin going around drinking beer in a pub but not stunning anyone, it's not really going to help anyone, is it?
Well,
and they're not going to have Monday Night Raw and SmackDown airing for the first time on this network. They're probably just going to give the replays.
Well, the most worthless show that I'm hearing so far that they're talking about, and it isn't the Heels on Wheels show or anything like that. It's this potential show of WWE Road Crews, and it's just about like the Ice Road Truckers and Deadliest Catch type of show. But I mean, as much as they clearly do a great job, they got to do a bunch of stuff that I would not want to do by traveling across the country and setting up the ring and doing all this kind of stuff, so the pyro and testing the sound and all this. I would be way in over my head if I did it. But once again, I don't want to watch somebody do this.
It's like watching paint dry.
Like they even mention on it the lives of everyone backstage, like the truckers, the television engineers, and the caterers. Do I really want to watch a show dedicated to WWE catering where they go, well, you know what, we pretty much serve the same shit every week, and that's about it. Do you want to watch this again for another fucking 3 years?
Like again,
I don't understand how they haven't cashed in on like Ryder doing a show.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about any kind of Z True Long Island story show. Maybe there's some kind of an issue where he wants to maintain the rights or something. I don't know, or maybe they're trying to hold that and they're trying to get rid of the bad show ideas right now and start pumping out the good ones later on when people are getting a little bit more into it.
That's the thing. I think it's because they're drifting away from their own product and they're trying to make all these stupid reality television shows when they should be thinking about working more on wrestling programming. They've got a huge tape library, everything from AAA to NWA to WCW, all these other promotions that they should be working on rather than looking into a cooking show with a big show or doing something that's totally and utterly irrelevant.
Yeah, I completely agree. You can just rerun WCW Nitro episodes from the beginning, rerun AWA shows from the beginning. That's what a wrestling fan's looking for, and that's why they're going to invest into this network.
Well,
and this network is going to be catering for the wrestling fan in the end. Yeah. No one else is going to buy it.
Right. I mean, if they get this package deal where you get MLB Network and a bunch of other networks like that, then I'm sure somebody's going to flip over every once in a while and just go, let me check out this WWE Network that I got for free. But at the same time, are they going to watch a show about middle-aged men training to become wrestlers? I don't think so. They might watch an episode or two, but if these type of shows can't even work as well when they're tough enough and when they're NXT, I'm not going to be half as much interested if you got a bunch of fat slobs doing the same thing. And they've got about 10 variations of this type of a show where we're going to be training with the divas and the superstars and seeing what they go through and their workout and all that. You especially can't do 8 shows of the same concept. How many times are you really going to watch show number 1 where a bunch of older guys are training to be superstars, and then you flip over to show number 2 and it's, let me show you how to train to be a superstar, and you flip it over to number 3 and it's, let's go behind the scenes and look at what it's like to train as a superstar.
It's a shame because this network could work with well thought out plans, but it was definitely a knee-jerk reaction to the UFC possibly getting one, and Vince wanting to be, I'm going to be the first one on the network, not you, Dana. And that knee-jerk reaction is going to give him a horrible, horrible feeling like he did with the XFL.
Yeah, the problem is, though, as well, they have no original people there that can actually deliver this kind of content. It's obvious they haven't got ideas, man. This has all been probably Vince brainstorming and picking these shows out, which is not really helping when you've got someone who feels that he knows what he's tapping into, but has no bloody clue what's relevant anymore.
And it's a shame. I think it's convenient that it's going to launch sometime in 2012. I think Vince is just banking on the world.
Well, rest assured, everybody, you are not going to see any Amazing Race ripoffs on Smark Out Moment anytime soon. So that about does us in. I mean, we can talk trash on WWE Network as much as we can right now. Could end up being a good idea. You never know. We're going to have to figure that out once 2012 comes along. And then we'll, I'm sure, check out a couple of the shows and talk trash about that. Anything you guys want to promote?
Yeah, I've got a blog on Blogspot at the moment. It's called Nerd Genius. If you can download it by either clicking the link at the bottom or going to mike.burhan.blogspot.com. And also, I've got a few upcoming projects. If you just stay tuned for that, and I'll obviously will be on next week, of course.
Yeah, and for me, just keep an eye out. The Baseman is, of course, getting back into some training, and looking forward to moving forward on some projects as well.
And we'll be working on Uncensored and all of our other projects and all the other things that make it so I'm an insomniac. Any last words?
Take care, and just don't watch Back to China, because that's just terrible.
Oh, you missed the opportunity for the spike your hair there.
That's exactly what I was waiting for. Spike your hair.
I was going to say spike your hair, but then I thought to myself, getting sued, just don't want to happen. I'll be taking care and spiking my hair in jail.
Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter.
Right. Everybody follows Zack Ryder on Twitter.
Ryder Revolution.
All right, so that is it for episode 3 of Smack Talk. Tune in next week for episode 4. I don't know what we'll be talking about, but we'll figure that out when the time comes. This has been a Smark Out Moment, and I am being counted out. See you next time, everybody.